I'm back, baby! And we win! Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, who has finally been classified as criminally insane despite the impossibly long intervals of horrible sanity, Dr. Yukon Socket! Yes, thank you! Thank you so much, my minions. You're too kind. Yukon Socket! Word to your mother. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over at mtgmeta.io on the tournament list. This one ended up being number 1 on the list. Number 1 with a bullet straight to the top. What are we playing today? We're playing Esper Midrange. Esper Midrange. Yeah, I was looking through my backlog of my catalog there. I hadn't seen Esper Midrange on there in a long time, and I thought, yeah, it's as good as any time to pull that one back out and see how well those things all work together at this point in the meta. So let's see, this one was put out by a guy who goes by Sandino204, and I'm hoping that we do as well in Arena as this one did in the tournament. All right, so really quickly, let's take a look at what we got here. We've got a bunch of control, and it looks like a bunch of legends we're dealing with here. Adeline, Raffine, Elias, Jadar, all people's official first names. Ratadrabik, Sheoldred, Junji, Liesa, Elspeth, but I guess Ao, Wandering Emperor, her first name there is Elizabeth. Yeah, just legend after legend after legend. And the weird part, we really don't make use of it. The only time we do is Ratadrabik and Plaza of Heroes. But still, a little bit of synergy is better than no synergy whatsoever. But we do have a nice collection of functionality, putting out extra dude, getting life as things come into play, and as your stuff dies, they lose a life, putting out extra dude, putting out an extra dude, convoking based upon the number of dudes that attack, which with all those guys going on is really going to help you out. Puts out another dude, returns, if it's a legendary, brings it back as a zombie, punishes people for drawing cards. What does this thing do? Puts out +1/+1 counters on each permanent you control. So that'll work out super well if you got a bunch of dudes going. Junji will allow you to grab people out of graveyards, anybody's, yours or theirs. And this one will, if another non-token creature you control dies, return that creature to its owner's hand at the beginning. So hopefully it's not one of their dudes that dies, because otherwise they'd get it back. That would suck. These two do not work well together, but we'll try to work around it. Other than that, there is a bunch of pain lands in here, and you know I'm highly allergic to them. But we'll see if we can make this deck work despite their presence. All right, let's take it out and see if we can make it rock as well as Sandino. All right, playing against Echoes, Act 3. Let's see. This will help out those guys. All right, we'll keep it. Let's go ahead and mute the goblin while we're ahead of the game. Don't you think they would have gone, the werewolf would have gone inside, killed somebody, and then come out with bloody footprints instead of just sort of like turning into a werewolf and then suddenly having bloody feet for some reason and then going inside? Like somewhere between here and there, he got blood on his feet. But where did it come from? I'm not sure I can even play Magic cards again. That is just so disturbing. All right, 2's going to get us into a Jadar. Obviously, we're playing against Golgari. There's the black part of it. I really want to pain that, if I want to be able to use it for something other. Let's see. So I got 3. Let's go for the throat. Whose throat should we go for, though? All right, we'll do that. Zombie! And look, it's another zombie! No blocks. We'll take that. 1 point of damage. Another one up. Get out a Ratadrabik. And in you go. Unless your vigilance counts all that much. Boy, so he comes back stronger than before, because he comes back as a 2/2 zombie. All right, Sheoldred. All right, it's 5 points of damage. Down to 9. And zombie. Jadar will put out another zombie. He's gonna blitz in. This is a trap. There we go. No chance to do anything tricky. It's Ratadrabik for the win. Victory! Alright, playing against Draco. And we've got 2 mana. Go for the throat, go for the throat. Wedding Dance 3. And let's keep it. If we get a 3rd mana, we'll be in a good position. Plus, we'll be in a good position to go for people's throats. I like going for throats. There's our mana. Alright, so what I remember about these Gruul decks is they always end up putting out, like, what's that guy? The guy that a 3/3 and all your dudes will give you card draw or something. I tell you, we're gonna go in for the attack first. Connive up. Alright, what are we gonna get rid of here? Let's get rid of Jadar, he's gonna be useless. Alright, and then I'm going to sneak out a wedding announcement so those guys can just block for the moment. Tolabear, or whatever his name is. That's the guy that this deck needs to have killed. Alright, let's just put out Sheoldred. All in on the attack. Nice land. Let's get rid of the... Oh, man. Wedding announcement after wedding announcement is pretty sweet. Let's get rid of Elspeth. They're all good cards. That's a lot to say for a deck. You have a hard time finding something to get rid of. Of course, I was keeping the land specifically so that I can play Elspeth. That's somebody I need to kill. And that's somebody else I gotta kill. Alright, well, I guess it's killing time. Kill. Kill. In for the attack. That didn't really help out too much. I mean, I guess we gotta go through our stuff a little bit. That's the one I hate. Wait, I got a blocker for a reason. He's called a chump for a reason. Alright, let's take in... Let's go in with both. Two cards, huh? All right, that's the deal. Nice. Okay, I'll get a card draw off of that, and we'll put out the Death Touch guy, which you guys will not appreciate. I think I got this thing won at this point. Sheoldred will kill him. What the hell's that not legendary? There's a 10. Pass to attackers. Ooh, you exploited my ability to want to kill that Arvruk, huh? Pass to blockers. There we go. Winner, winner! Victory dinner! Alright, we are playing against Ichan. 2 mana. Mulligan. Alright, there's 3 mana. I'll keep this one. And who's we got there? That's 5, and that's 5. I will get rid of this one. Oh, there's a new zombie dragon. Night-night. You look like you have a hard time taking your skin off. We'll let that chill out for a while. How does that sound? Alright, let's see what the dragon's going to do. Alright, Raffine's got a 4 for a butt. That should take care of Tenacious D. Now you pretty much sound like any other dragon. I'm beginning to get a little disinterested in you. Ew. All right, here is number 4. All right, I'm going to take him in. Adeline could be fun. I can still go for a throat. There's bound to be something better than a Tenacious D, though. Your dragon doesn't have any eyeballs. I find that disconcerting. Go for the door. We'll do nothing against that guy. Alright, we'll just kill him with it instead then. Living in a material world. Heck yeah, Sheoldred, that sounds fantastic. Heck yeah. Seems like menacey people should be able to block other menacey people. Because they're not scared away. They're all part of the same scare club. Scare club for men. Here he comes. All right. I do not want to listen to the dragon anymore. You can go back to sleep. And I didn't play my stupid mana because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Let's see. Yeah, you got ward. Next turn, Sheoldred. Next turn. This will get me something awesome. What will it be? Let's go take a look at some stuff in graveyards here. Ooh, Phyrexian Flesh Gorger sounds good. I'm back, baby! And we win! Touchdown, Lava Bears! And we're going against Afrosh. What do I got here? 4 mana, 4 and a 5. Okay, well, if we're playing against something fast, this is not going to go well for us. Slow land. Everything else is fast. That one's not. Pain land. Ugh. Two pain lands. Bean seems awfully legendary. Therefore, that card should work out well for him. Mishko's Reign of Truth is not a good card to put out when you got no creatures. It's probably going to go after my legendary land here in a second. Alright, I could trick him into getting his Adeline killed. We should probably go ahead and do that. And no Jadar. And the turn. Someone's dying, my lord. Kumbaya. And get rid of that enchantment. Destroy evil. Because enchantments are all inherently evil. Does it say attacking? Or just say tapped? Oh, the devil. Fine. All right, let's see what we can get with Raffine first. Yikes, that one's a good one. All right, I'm going to get rid of a Pain Land. Those things suck. In for the attack. And we're going to go with Liesa. All right, stay alive, Liesa. Stay alive, my friend. Well, that white up there looks awfully like board wipey, and I don't particularly care for that. At this point, if I was him, I'd be weighing whether or not I felt like the board was stacked against me too much. That Michko, there you go. Welcome back, Raffine. All right, let's tell you what, we'll go for AO. AO! All right, so mono white rabble. Raffine's back. And the dragon swings in. I got 2 dudes for blocking. The attacks will just put out 2 more dudes. So he's got to put out a 3rd dude to make progress. That's who it is. Alright, so this is going to be a safer move. It's just going to be to destroy this enchantment right there. This is not going to do any good against Adeline. Sure, why not? Get rid of the duplicates. All right, that's good. I tell you what, we're gonna just put out a chump. Chump, chump, a chewy chump. I think we got this game at this point. Oh, I see. We got him down to 1. If I would have put the Watering Emperor out, I could have bumped up one of my other dudes, and we would have killed him. I was thinking too far into the future. Are you going for my throat? There you go. Samurai, jump in the way. Go for the knee. Is this another time we're going to wipe the board? Yep. Alright. Let me show you my own Adeline right there. And let's cycle. Nice! How much that thing cost? 3? So you can put out a second one? That's not cool. That's fine. As long as I can get rid of 1. And that way I'll be attacking with 2 on the next turn, which will get it through. It's perfectly fine. Good game. All in, sucker. Next. You got no mana. Victory! Alright, so here we are with Esper Midrange. And it did a very good job. I got a 75% win rate out of 8 different games. I only lost 2. I mean, it wasn't that bad at all. So, who was the hero of this deck? It really seemed like Raffine was the hero of the deck. Just because he kept the card draw kind of going, as well as pumping him and other people up, potentially. He was very cheap. So this was a situation in which Raffine did a very good job. With his big old 4-butt, he was a great defender. And he didn't have to attack to get his effect to occur. There just had to be an attack from your side on your turn. And the number of attackers triggered off his ability. So he could just sit there and defend. And it worked out great. Other than that, this deck had a nice wide range of abilities that it served it very well. On the low end, you had that Jadar and the Elias. They're okay sometimes. Other times, they're just completely useless. Which is nice because when you got Convoke, you're looking to throw away a lot of cards. All right, so let's see. Was this thing competitive? Well, yes, it was. I mean, number one, I picked it off of, it was number 1 on a tournament list for standard. So yes, it is definitely a competitive deck. In my own play, I got a 75% rate, which is well within the norms of what would be considered to be a competitive deck. So yeah, I'd say this is absolutely a competitive deck. Was it fun? You know what did make it fun is we did have some control with the Go for the Throats and the Destroy Evils. And Raffine with the ability to do all the card draw. That's what made the deck fun. I also really appreciated Liesa and Ratadrabik with their ability to kind of keep your dudes alive. We only had to do, I guess, 3 of those types of cards altogether. But provided you get it out, whenever your guys die and they either come back or come back as zombies, that's just really efficient. That's a really good use of value right there. Was this deck interesting? And at this point in the meta, it's really hard to find an interesting deck. This deck, to me, as far as being together, I think I've played against this a billion times. I don't think I've played it. The question is then, are the cards in here of a type that are interesting to play with? No. No. I mean, it was a good deck. It just wasn't interesting. I mean, there wasn't anything interesting or new or fun. It was good. I mean, I guess it was fun to play because of the card draw and the thing to keep your dudes alive. It had a nice value to it, but I'm not going to say that it was an interesting deck. The fact that it has suicide lands, I left them in. Man, those things show up just like cockroaches. Just so horrible. I know it's supposed to be in there to help you get your early stuff early, especially in a 3-color deck like this one, but it just drives me insane because I always end up doing, I think, more damage to myself than my opponents do. All right, so giving it that rating as being super competitive, pretty fun, but not very interesting, I'm going to give it an A-. That's the deal. Because while it was really competitive, it was just more or less fun. It wasn't super fun, and there was not like a lot of interesting things going on here. That probably is one of the reasons why it's not so fun. Interesting and fun kind of pull away. I mean, remember the interesting used to be like, has it got a theme? Is there something like that? Well, there is a lot of legendary creatures. I'm not really sure we're really making use of the legendariness of it. I mean, Ratadrabik kind of makes use of it, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, nothing's really working well. There's no synergy or anything. So, yeah, it's not a strong theme. There's nothing interesting there. It's definitely an A- deck. I mean, it's a winner. You can definitely play it. But it's just sort of lacking in a lot of ways. Mostly that we're just getting tired of playing with this stuff in the meta at this point. But don't worry, we're coming up soon. It'll almost be time for us to start playing, and all will be one. in which case, hail Phyrexia. Alright, so if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes!